We're joined with
Alex, Jane, Sam,
Chris,
with the beautiful
Destina Ray,
and the beautiful
Meg,
Julius, Vinny, Jack. I'm Jay.
I'm Josh. Bravo, man.
Morgan,
Tamaya,
Kamora, Evan,
Karen Garcia Olmos.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And tonight's question is.
Wait, what's your name?
Sorry, my bad. My name is Hussein.
Okay.
Hussein.
Okay.
And tonight's question is, what are your thoughts on dating coworkers?
Can I go first?
Of course.
So, I honestly never had a coworker that I could date before, but I know from my friend Jane right here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea at all.
Really?
It's actually a very, very bad idea.
Why?
Just because like it's you see them all the time, you know.
Yeah.
And just not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep, not a good idea.
Personally, I think it's a great idea. You spend 24/7 with them, and you could you hang out with them all the time. I feel like it's a great time. So why not?
Speaking from experience, do not do it if you're gonna break up with them, because then you have to quit your job. So
Because it can get awkward, right?
yeah, it can get awkward. So that's all I have to say on that note.
Did you have experience with any coworkers dating?
Yeah, and
So
if it doesn't end well, then your job's not gonna end well either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
I guess it's how close you are with coworkers,
Yeah.
like where you work related to like where they work. You know, I mean, if you're like impacting like the workplace and like your job, it's probably not a good idea. But if it's something that you can keep separate from the workplace, I feel like it can work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's like, let's say like a different department or something, like not very like.
Yeah, exactly. Not super integrated. Something that wouldn't affect your work quality. Something like that could work.
Okay. So you're for it, like.
In certain circumstances, not like completely for it. So.
Okay. Have you had any experiences with coworkers?
No, not really. No. So yeah.
I think that it's honestly respectable, but it's a risky venture.
Okay.
It's if you do it, it could end good, it could end really bad, and it's like, do you want to play that game?
Okay.
And yeah.
You mean like if they break up, that could be awkward? Like
If you break up, you're just working with a person. You're just gonna work with a person that you could like hate for a really long time. It could be so awkward.
Okay.
But I think that's a fun game that you should play.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if they're just friends with benefits? Do you think that's even more risky?
With your coworker,
Yeah.
friends with benefits.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it can always end bad, but I mean, what's your coworker there for? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, why are you working where you're working? I don't know. I think you should always just go for it.
Go for it.
That's
Like
me.
if you like-
I think you should just like go for it.
Like if you like
It's
them, just go
funny.
for it?
Yeah. And if you work for them and then it's awkward, it's like,
It's a deep question because it's like, man. Like, I date them, but then it's like, it depends on the job type shit. Because if I'm working at a lawyer firm,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do it because then she'll help me with my work and then I'll help her type stuff. Then if we're talking about like a job at like, grocery store or UPS, and it's like, why would I do that? Because then you'll just get fired, you know what I'm saying? So it depends like on the looks
Yeah.
and her personality, but sometimes in life you gotta full send it. Like,
Yeah.
what's life without doing the full send?
What if you're gonna see her every day? Is that a problem?
That goes back to doing the full send thing. Like, even if I'm seeing her every day, like, what's life without risk? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So hey, around here, I'll
What-
shotgun to it.
What if you end up breaking up? Like, is that?
I then I
risky?
gotta find the next option, next job.
Like-
After that, you know what I'm saying?
So right away you leave the job.
Literally, because then it's like, bro, it's gonna be awkward, and then
You can just imagine like you don't know her.
especially if I barely know her, and then like yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I gotta leave at that point. So yeah, bro, it's a risky situation. So especially when you're dating a coworker, you gotta hope for the best.
It's either you stay committed or you leave the job.
Oh, exactly. That's all it is. Hey, that's my answer right there. You read my mind.
I think if you can venture out into a different route, that's preferable.
Yeah.
Because it can always, if it always ends into, if it goes into a relationship, great. But if it ends in failure, then you're still
Yeah.
working with that person.
So you're saying
then
like it's not the ideal.
it's not ideal because then it's awkward as hell.
Yeah.
But if you're that type of person that can still remain friends and not, I'm not the type of person. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
by X, but I mean, yeah, venture out maybe. There's a lot of other people besides in your work
Okay.
group, you know?
What if someone like he wants to ask his coworker out? How should he do it?
How should they do it?
What would be the best way?
Well, if they work in the same work group, maybe they have the same similar interests. So they could see what some of their interests are, and then go from there. And then I'm distracted by the background. And I just get to know the person. If they're really interested, they will get to know them and ask them questions instead of bringing it all on themselves. But yeah, it's the best way.
All right.
My personal opinion on dating coworkers is that it's weird.
Agree.
But if you quit the job and then date them, it's not bad.
Okay. But what if, let's say you like someone at work,
Then I think you should keep that to a minimum.
so not pursue them.
Yeah, like honestly,
don't tell anybody because drama spreads fast.
Yeah.
You know, like you just don't keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
And then when you like break up with the person, it's weird at work. Like you can't do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exhibit A: everything that goes on in Free House.
Don't say that. Don't cut that out.
Cut that out. Literally. But like it is.
But no, because we've come from personal experience, and so like when you date somebody at work and everybody knows, it's like high school all over again. Yeah.
And
But-
it can get awkward.
Yeah, it can get awkward.
Okay.
I recommend not dating your coworkers just because you have to see them all the time. But like, if you're just dating somebody, you don't have to see them. You're choosing to see them.
Yeah.
But I'm dating my coworker, and it's awesome because they're super duper nice. They're super kind and beautiful.
What's nice about it?
What's nice about it?
Yeah, like being in the same place.
I think sharing life with people in general is just like
Okay.
good for you. I feel like it's just how we're wired.
Okay.
I feel like it's our purpose, you know, to share life. It's not just to be alone. It's to have joy in community. So
But you feel it can get too much if you see them every day?
PC.
If you see them every day, it can get too much? Like,
Yeah, but I don't see them every day. But
Oh,
if you see,
okay.
I feel like every day for anyone would be crazy. Like every day for eternity, that'd be fucking crazy. That'd be crazy. You should see anyone.
yeah.
You should have alone time.
Okay.
You should have alone.
I feel like dating coworkers is probably a very bad idea
Okay.
because it leads to a lot of tension at the workplace,
Yeah.
and a lot of times you want your relationship to work out, but sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, and most of the times it probably won't.
Yeah.
And so if you end up not working out, you have to see that person every single day,
It can get awkward.
and it gets really awkward.
Yeah.
And then if things happen, then you tend to bring other people involved in it, and then it makes the situation bigger. And it's just it's a lot of tension.
Okay.
Honestly, in the field that I work in right now, it's like 90% women.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of guys, and then the guys that do tend to be in that situation tend to end up with someone in the facility, and so then it just a lot of inner fighting
Yeah.
and just a lot of pettiness, and it's probably just best, to be completely honest, if you don't date someone in your field at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it? What are your final advice for someone that he's like tempted like to pursue a girl at work?
I feel like you should date someone that has similar interests than you,
Yeah.
but probably not in your same field.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that at least you have things to talk about,
Yeah.
but at least you don't have to see each other at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then even then when you go out of work, what do you guys have to talk about besides your job?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about your job all the time, are you really leaving your job? And then it's some psychological shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another fucking story. Oh god.
All right.
You should have alone time. Yeah.
You gonna ask?
What are you asking me?
Same question.
What's the question?
What are your thoughts on dating coworkers?
I think if they're hot, I think it's like probably something you should do.
Go for it.
Like I think like honestly, regardless, if your fucking work says don't do that, fuck your work. Because also like where you gonna fucking meet badass bitches? You know what I mean? If that's how it is, that's how it is, and they're actually like that, you can't say no.
Okay. Advice.
That's so lame.
Do you have some advice for guys if they want to ask out a coworker? How should they do it?
Probably just like just be like, hey, you. I'm
putting my pee in your VV
Like straightforward, huh?
tonight.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That'd probably be the best way. Other than that,
So don't beat her out. Don't beat her out of the bush, right?
Don't beat her up. That's bad. You don't want to fight anybody over it. That's like too mean.
I feel like if as long as it's not a manager, do what you gotta do. If it's two consenting adults, have fun, you know?
All right.
Kind of like what she said, but be careful.
As long as
Be
you
careful.
don't cause drama and discourse in the workplace, then I feel like you're good.
Drama and everything,
What?
go ahead.
What if you're gonna see them every day? Does that matter?
No.
If you're gonna see them every day, like you know,
I feel like that'd be a little awkward. That's
I don't feel like it'll be a little awkward. I mean, I might get sick of your ass because I'm used to
be honest, though.
But I don't know about awkward. Yeah.
But what if you end up breaking up? Is that gonna be awkward?
Sucks to suck.
Shit.
We knew the risk.
Yeah.
Right.
So if someone likes them at work, should they go for it?
I say get it how you live. I feel like if you like him, if you like her, you know, shoot your shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, like what she said, shoot your shot. And if you miss, you miss. But sometimes you got to take that L. But shit, never me. No, I'm just playing. I was just playing.
Like too mean. You know, if they're like into it though. Hey.
Hi.
You're beautiful. What's your name?
Thank you. So are you?
Wow.
Hi. My name's Ray. Small business owner, morbid maven.
Okay. We have a question for you.
Yes.
Tonight's question is, what are your thoughts on dating coworkers? You want to look at the camera?
Absolutely not. Do not dip your wick where you fuck.
What was
Do
it?
not dip your wick where you work.
Why?
Because it's just problematic.
Okay. Thinking
Yeah.
it bad?
Absolutely not. No. Fuck, I'm on video.
Yes.
Check out Morbid Maven. I sell bones and stuff. Bye.